Hello friend, welcome back. Today I'm doing look number 2 with this Morphe Flickering Sands eyeshadow palette. Like I told you in my last tutorial, I'm going to be starting a series using this palette, doing probably anywhere from 6 to 10 looks with this palette. Not only do I show you how to do the eyeshadow, but I also do a full face and show you what other colors I pair with this look. Just blend this all over the eyelid up to the brow bone. And this is just going to ensure that the eyeshadow does not crease and stays vibrant all day. First, I'm just going to use this shade. And I'm just using the Morphe M332 brush to blend this in my outer V and crease. I mostly focus most of the shade out here in the outer V, and then I take what is left and bring it in towards this way. Doing that helps to like lift your eye up, and I try not to take it past my eyebrow, like keep it up, unless I'm wanting to do like a smokier type of look. So I'm just going in with a little bit more, just slowly building up that color. It's always better to start out with a little bit and add more as you go than to go in with a lot and then it's really hard to blend. Next, I'm taking this shade and that same blending brush, and I'm just going to focus this color here in the outer V. And I'm not going to take it in as much or up as much as that first shade. Just mostly focusing it out here just to create some dimension and even more lift out here. I'm going to be using this shade up here. It has like some glitter in it, so it's just better if you apply it with your finger to help to prevent fallout, like glitter fallout. But I'm actually going to use one of these eyeshadow sponges. It acts like your finger. I just find that for myself with having press-ons, it's kind of hard for me to like use my finger some of the times. So an eyeshadow sponge is just as good. And I'm also getting a little bit more of that shadow on the sponge, and I'm going to take it up into the crease a little bit, like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and move on to some of the face makeup, and then I will come back to the eyes here in a minute after I get my foundation and brows done. So for my foundation today, I want to use this L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Oh, and also too, I switched out the little dropper for a pump, and I got this pump off of Amazon. It came in a pack of 4. So this pump works on this one and also the Maybelline 24-hour skin tint. I highly recommend this pump. I love it. I'm so glad that I ordered this and that I'm using this instead of the dropper. I was not a fan of the dropper. So yeah, I just go ahead and apply some here to my nose just to add some extra coverage. And then I'm just taking my Dampen Wet n Wild makeup sponge, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this foundation. And I love this one. It's one of my favorites. It's a very like light to medium coverage depending on how much you apply. It lasts really well throughout the day, and it does have like a slight dewy finish. I find it to also be really similar to the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. So maybe if you already have that foundation, you don't need this one in your collection. I do think with the Maybelline one, I'd get a little bit more full coverage like straight out the gate than with this L'Oreal one. It is a little bit more lighter coverage, and it takes a little bit more to build it up to get like a good medium. So as you can see, you can still see some of like my skin like peeking through that foundation. So you can see it's like a little bit more lighter coverage. It has a little bit more of a dewy finish, but as I apply like my powder and stuff, it's gonna add a little bit more coverage to this. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Concealer. This is in shade 13, and if I forget to mention a shade I'm using, I have all the products listed down in the description box. And I think too, I'm gonna start listing my stuff in a pinned comment if you're having trouble finding the description box. But yeah, I will always have everything listed down below, so just go and check that out. And this concealer is a good medium coverage. I can build it up to full, And then I'm just gonna go in and add a little bit more of this concealer just right underneath my eyes. This way it doesn't add too much concealer up underneath the eyes, like where I have some fine lines, but it just helps to kind of brighten that area up a little bit more. It's just like my trick that I do. And to set the concealer, I'm just using the L'Oreal Infallible Blur Fiction powder. Just dump some here into the lid, and I'm using shade Translucent, light translucent. So I get some here on my makeup sponge, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna tap that here underneath the eye. And that's just gonna help to set the concealer to keep it from creasing and to just help to add a little bit more coverage to that area. I'm just using the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder, and this is in shade Vanilla. So I'm just applying that with the e.l.f. flat top brush. And this is gonna kind of mattify things, but at the end, whenever I go to add my setting spray, it's gonna add a little bit more dewiness back to the look. Off camera, I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows, and I just used the Maybelline Build Brow. So now I'm gonna come back and finish out the eyes. And first I'm gonna go in with this matte cream. And I'm just using this on a small angled brush, and I'm just using this as my brow bone highlight. Next, I'm gonna take this color here, and I'm gonna use this as my inner corner highlight. I don't know if you can hear Sabrina crying. I think Josh just woke up.
See, here's baby Sabrina. She's getting so big. Look at her, she's so cute. So your eyes match my sweaters.
So yeah, I told you guys on Instagram that she showed up at our house the weekend of Thanksgiving.
She's getting so big.
Just that Saturday after Thanksgiving, we saw a kitten in our backyard, and she was around 7 weeks old when she showed up. We took her in, and she is such a sweetheart, so we love Sabrina. All right, and I am gonna use a little bit of liner. I've just been loving this Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in black brown. It's like I hadn't used pencil eyeliners in such a long time until I bought this one, and I've been so into the look of these, like just how it gives you a soft, defined lash line, but it's not anything like super harsh, and it's super quick and easy to apply, and it stays there all day long. So sometimes I'll just kind of do, it's not really a wing, it's almost like I just kind of pull that outer corner up a little bit, and then I'll take a little bit more of this just here on the lower lash line, just right out here. And then sometimes I'll go back with like the little smudger and smudge it out. And that's pretty much it for the eyes until I do the mascara, but I just think this is such a pretty look. And if you didn't want to do this darker outer corner, you could skip that and just do like the crease color and this golden shade on the lid, and that would just be like an easy everyday makeup look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bronze up with this Milani Baked Bronzer in a Morphe Glow. I've been loving these. I've been testing these out this week, and I just think these are great. Or this is a great baked bronzer. Like, I've been loving all of these new Milani baked products. But it just has like a slight glow, not anything shimmery. And it's like, if you were to ask me, which do you prefer, this or the new CoverGirl baked bronzers? I honestly couldn't tell you. Like, I like both the same. I'm just going back in with the smaller brush to really get up into the hairline. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more of this here down the sides of my nose. Just kind of bronze my nose up this way. And sometimes I'll just use like my larger brush and just dab it on my nose there. I just love a nice bronzy look. In seasonal color analysis, I fall into the autumn season, and for autumns, it's highly recommended that you use a lot of bronzer to warm up the face. I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in Sparkling Rosé, and I'm just applying this with the Morphe M241. And a little bit of this blush goes a long way. You don't need much, but it is such a pretty rose color. And these products last all day long. Like, they do not fade. So, I mean, most of the times I do use a setting spray, so that may help in the longevity, but they last so good. They have really great pigmentation, so I highly recommend these. And then for the highlight, I'm gonna use the Milani Baked Highlighter in Champagne D'Oro, which is like the golden one. Which I just thought would pair so nicely with the eyes and just like the golden shades I'm wearing today. Take a little bit here on my nose. I still love applying like highlight like on those places. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go back with my makeup sponge, tap that out. It sounds like I'm talking about a workout, like tap it out, tap it out. I'm just gonna mist and set everything with the Scandinavia, the makeup finishing spray. This stuff is amazing and it helps your makeup to last all day long. So I just lightly mist that on. And then I'm just gonna let that dry before I come back and do my mascara and show you what I'm using on my lips today. So I'm just using my Tarte eyelash curler to curl up my lashes. And you always want to do your setting spray before you go in to do your mascara, because if you do it afterwards, it's gonna cause your lashes not only to fall, but also it can cause your mascara to transfer. For my mascara today, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Sky High in True Brown. I just thought that this color would be so pretty today with just like the browns and golden shades that I used on the eyes. And I didn't use like super dark colors today. It was like more lighter colors in that palette. So the brown will still show up. Sometimes if I do like a darker eye, I like to use black mascara just so my lashes stand out. But when I'm doing something not quite as intense, I do like this brown. It's just a nice, just true brown color. And I love the Sky High formula. It's a little bit more separating than some of the other mascaras that I use. Like, I mostly use their Lash Sensational, and I love the volume that that mascara gives. But this one provides more length with like a little bit of volume. And I love all their different like colored mascaras that they have in this line. And for the lips today, I wanted to come back to this L'Oreal Hyaluronic Tint Lip Stain Serum. I really like this, and I've only used it a few times. So I'm gonna take off my lip conditioner that I was using and also get this foundation off my lips. And this is in the shade Worth It. But it's a really interesting product because it's like when you first put it on, it kind of feels like a gloss or a cream, and then you can feel it slowly absorbing into the lips, and then it gets slightly a little bit darker and becomes more of a tint. So it's a super interesting product, but I like to get this to dry down and then go over top of it with a gloss. And I like to use their Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Lip Oil in the shade Worth It. And it just adds a little bit of gloss. So if you didn't want a glossy lip, you could just leave the tint and go, and it's gonna give you like a slight glossy lip. But like as that gloss wears off, you're just left with a tint. And I think this color pairs really nicely with that Milani blush. So I'm just gonna go in with the lip oil now. But I think this is such a beautiful everyday lip combo, And if you wanted to have like a more defined lip line, you could always go in with a lip liner, and I like to either use Sienna or Nude from Revlon, like their Color Stay lip liner line, or you could use the L'Oreal Color Riche in Worth It if you wanted a similar color, or if you wanted a darker, more contoured type of lip line, because I know that that's kind of the thing right now. You could go in with like the Revlon Color Stay multi-liner in As Is, and it's gonna give you like more of that contoured lip. So I just took my headband out. Maybe I should have left it up so I could have showed the makeup look up close without my hair being in the way. I always feel like my second day hair is just not the best. I know like some people love second day hair, but I think just because my hair is like thin and everything, I swear I could probably wash it every day and it would be okay. But since I get it colored, I don't like to do that anyway. I'm like off on a tangent, but here is the final makeup look up close. So I hope that you are enjoying my tutorial series using this Morphe Flickering Sands palette. If you are, give this video a thumbs up, and I'm going to be doing several other looks with this, and I have started a playlist because this is my second look that I have done. So if you haven't seen the other look, I'll have the playlist linked above. But I hope you have an amazing day today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Just hit my mirror.